Amy Bruckmeyer. Today's Pilates workout is an advanced level workout using our reformer. In this progressions playlist, there is a beginning and intermediate version of this workout, so if you want to fine-tune some of your fundamentals or revisit some basics, then you could try either of those before doing this one. If you're ready for an advanced workout, let's get started. This bar here is set to a high bar. I've got one red spring on, and I've got my box braced up against my shoulder blocks. I'm 5'4". If you're tall, 5'7", and you want to move your box to the other side of your shoulder blocks, that's fine, but for this flow, you got to make sure the box is braced against something so it doesn't slide. So choose what works for you, and let's get started with the warm-up. We're going to take our foot strap and put it over our feet and scoot to the front edge of the box. We're just warming up our spine. Reach the arms out parallel, find a neutral spine. Inhale, prepare, exhale, tuck the tailbone under and roll back. Find a C-curve position. Roll up, reach arms overhead, and then stretch forward over the legs, creating opposition. Hands reach one way, ribs reach the other. Roll up to start position, and let's do it again. Exhale, tailbone tucks under, roll back. Inhale, arms frame the face and rise up. Exhale, stretch forward, creating opposition. Inhale, roll up one vertebra at a time. Let's do it again. Exhale, tailbone tucks under to roll back, abs pull in. Inhale, rise up, arms frame the face. Exhale, round forward and stretch. Inhale, roll up through the spine, stacking it up. And again, tailbone tucks under and roll back. Lift arms up overhead, abs are pulling in as we stretch forward, hands reach one way, ribs reach the other. Roll back up, 2 more times. Roll through the spine. Use this to warm up the spine, warm up the abs, warm up the shoulders, staying down the back. One more time. Tailbone tucks under and roll back. Abs pull in. Then rise up. Arms frame the face. Stretch forward over the legs. And then stack up. 1 vertebra at a time. Now let's turn for a side stretch. This leg, we're going to have the shin parallel to the box. Let's take the leg closest to the foot bar and put that knee right down on the carriage. Reach arms out and stack up the spine, and then stretch over towards the foot bar. Press down with this hand to create a little length in the spine and reach long. We've got a straight line head to tail. Now let's reach on the diagonal, pull the ribs back and stretch one side of the low back. Come back to our side stretch position, rise up and then place the hand on the headrest and stretch over the other way and reach down through the knee. We're just warming up our spine, rotating and extending and flexing. Let's rise up and turn and face the other way. So let's find that leg position again. Inside knee is going to be on the carriage. Arms reach out to the side, stack up the spine and stretch over towards the foot bar, lengthening the spine. One long line. Breathe. Reach in the diagonal, hand reaches one way, pull the ribs back in opposition, stretch one side of the low back. Lengthen the spine to return back to side stretch. Rise up, pass through the center, and then place the hand on the headrest to stretch over the other way. Reach down through the knee. Big side stretch. Abs in to rise back up, and then turn to face the foot bar. Let's now go into some knee stretches. We did these in the earlier versions of this workout. Hands on the bar, shoulder distance apart. Pull the abs in and then press the box back until it hits the end of the machine. We're gonna bend the legs in and press the legs back out again, maintaining our flat back position. We're powering through the legs. Let's do 8 and 7. We're warming up in this neutral spine position. 6 and 5, keeping the tailbone still, shoulders wide and shoulders down. 4 and 3, heels are slightly raised up on the box and we're powering with the legs. Next time the box come in, bring it all the way into the stoppers. Find your balance here and rise up, booty not touching the box, arm frames the face for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the hands on the bar, 5 times knee stretches out and in. 1 and 2, we're picking up the pace, and 3 and 4 and 5. Let's bring that box back in, rise up and balance for 5, 4, arms frame the face, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the bar, let's do it again, 5 times out and in. 1 and 2 and 3. We're warming up our legs. 4 and 5. Let's bring it in. Find our balance, rise up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit down on the box. Let's go to our single leg version of this. We're gonna bring our feet together, hands on the bar, shoulder distance apart. Let's press the box out until it meets the end of the frame. Let's keep our left heel raised up on that box and bend the right leg in towards the chest, square out the hips. We're ready to go for our reciprocal leg pattern. Bring the box in and straighten the right leg out behind you, and then push the box out again. Let's do 5 more. 5, power with the leg. 4, pull the abs in, keep the shoulders still. 3, and 2, and 1. Press the box all the way out. We're gonna switch legs. Right leg straight, left leg bent into the chest. Pull the abs in. Let's do 1 test run, in and out. And now let's do 5 more. 5 and 4. Lift the left leg using the hamstring, using the booty. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot in to meet the other foot and then ride the carriage all the way in. We're going to take our box off and put it to the side. We will be using it later. Now we're going to do a lunge, stretch, and U-pull combination. We've still got our red spring on, that's great, and our high bar. We're gonna step back so that we've got our left heel against the left shoulder rest. Push the carriage out, and then step the right foot into the well. Press out, square out the hips, and find a deep lunge stretch with the front leg bent to 90 degrees. Pull the abs in and bring the carriage in. Lift the right foot off the floor and make a U shape with the spine, and then land it back in the lunge stretch. So U shape, and then lunge stretch. Let's do 5 more. 1, U shape, look towards the thigh, let the head drop down, and then find more of a flat back in that lunge shape. 3, and 2, and 1. Let's press out, get a final stretch, bring the carriage in, and we're going to switch. So let's take the right foot back to the shoulder block. Left foot on the floor in the well. Press out and find the stretch position. Square out the shoulders, square out the hips. Leg bent to 90. Pull the abs in, bring the shoulders over the hands, and rise up to the U-pull, and then light landing. Let's do another test run. Lift up, and land. Let's do 5 more times. So we've got our U position and our hip stretch position. That's 1 and 2. The foot that's on the carriage is, that leg is working. We're pressing out, we're pulling in. Our abs are in throughout this series. 2 more times. And last one. Press out for a final stretch. And then bring the carriage all the way in. Let's go to our arm jumps. We did arm jumps in beginning and intermediate. Let's bring our knees close to the front edge. Make sure your knees are fully supported on the edge though, because I've got a variation for you. So lean forward, pull abs in, and then start with the jump and catch. You can have knees together, you can have knees apart. Remember, stabilize the shoulders down the back, stabilize with the abs to prepare for the jump. To add more challenge, when you're in your jump position, you're gonna rise up to high kneeling and then catch it. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, let's do 4 more, 5, keep the chest wide, 6, 7, and last one, 8. And land it. All right, our warm-up is done. So let's switch. We're gonna put 1 blue spring on and take our red spring off. And we can keep our high bar for now. We're gonna take just our left hand loop and hold it in our left hand and turn to face the foot bar. Let's have left knee down, right foot up, and rise up to find a 90-90 leg position, and then get a straight line from head to knee. Take the right hand and put it on the hip, hold onto your long loop, pull your abs in, and on the exhale, we're reaching the arms straight out in front of us, and return. Keep the collarbone wide. As the arm comes back, make sure there's no tension in the back of the neck, so collarbone is wide, chest is open, exhale to press. That's 4. Let's do 4 more times to bring it up to 8. 5 and 6. We're pressing down with the knee. We're pressing down with the foot. 7 and stabilizing with the abs. And 8. On the next one, press up all the way on the diagonal and take both hands into the long loop. Slide the shoulders down the back and lean forward just a little bit. For triceps, bend both arms and straighten on the diagonal. Straighten your hands towards the crack where the ceiling meets the wall. And 4. Let's do 4 more times. And 5. Bend to 90. Keep shoulders down. Power with the arms. 6 and 7. 1 more time. And 8. Bend the arms. And then circle that arm around and lowering down. Now we're going to turn. We're still holding onto our loop. And we're going to hold the short loop in the right hand. So just switch hands. We're going to kneeling side kick position. So rise up, place the left hand onto the headrest, and lift the right leg up, lift the right arm up, and find a straight line from hand to hand as we straighten this arm overhead for 1 and 2. We're going to do 10 of these, and 3. Find a straight line from head to foot, and 4. Press with both arms, and 5. Slide the shoulders down, and 6. Get longer with each rep, and 7. I love this exercise, and 8. There's so many things we're working on. Strength, balance, coordination. 1 more time, and press. Let's lower down. We're gonna switch, but on our way to the other side, let's do a couple of teasers. We're gonna scoot forward on our carriage, lean back slightly, lift the legs up to teaser position, reach the arms up, and let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs down. Let's get a little stretch forward. We're just still stretching out our backs. Let's do it again. 1 more time, teaser. We're getting ready for a set later when we do some teasers. So extend the legs up, reach the arms up, arms parallel to the legs, tailbone tucked under, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the legs down, and let's switch to the other side for our series. So we're going to have our right knee down. We're going to hold on to the strap in the right hand and find our 90-90 leg position. Let's get all squared out. Left hand on hip, pull the abs in, open the chest, and press the arm out for 1. We're holding onto our long loop. Our palm is facing up. And 3. We're stabilizing the shoulders down the back. 4. Exhaling to reach. 5. And 6. So we're working on balance as well as upper body strength. 7. And we're working our legs. And 8. Next one, press the arm out, lift up overhead, and take both hands through the long loop. Lean forward slightly. Let's bend and straighten for triceps. That's 1. And 2, we've got our shoulders down. And 3, our hips square. And 4. And 5. 3 more times. 6. 7. And last one. And 8. Circle the arm around, lower down, and now let's turn and face our right strap. We're going to switch hands now, so let's take the short loop in the left hand. Lean over to our high kneeling side kick position from our traditional mat. Let's find our straight line from hand to hand as we press the left arm straight up, bend and straighten. So 1 and 2, lift the leg up high, and 3. Imagine there's a band 4 attached to the ceiling, and it's around your waist, and it's lifting you up. So you feel light in your hand, light in your knee, and press. Let's do 3 more times. And 3. We did versions of this in our intermediate and beginning class to get ready for this one. 2, and 1, and lower it down. All right, we've worked our triceps, let's work our biceps, and let's add some teaser into it. So let's switch. We're going to hold on with our right hand to our short loop. Our left hand, just place it on the carriage because we're going to need it for some balance. Lean back slightly, lift the arm up to the height of the shoulder, and single arm bicep curl for 4. So 1, and 2. Lower the elbow if you want to make it easier. Elbow at shoulder height is a hard position, and 4. Next time, let's just bend it in and hold it. Now, float one leg up, bring the other leg up to meet it. We're in our bent leg teaser. Let's do 4 more times bicep curl. 1 and 2 and 3. Adding in a core challenge, and 4. Lower the feet down. Let's switch to the other leg. Short loop, right hand on the carriage, lean back, tuck the tailbone under, and let's bend that in for 1. Bicep curls, and 2. Tailbone is tucked under. We are using our abs to find the stable position, and 4. Let's bend the arm in and hold it there. Then float one leg up, bring the other leg up. We're in our bent leg teaser. Let's do 4 more times bicep curl. 1 and 2. Keep that tailbone slightly tucked under. 3, so you can load the abdominals, and 4. And lower the leg down, lower the strap down. 1 more stretch forward. And rising up. We have got a spring change to do. So we have the blue one on. Let's put one red on. So we've got a red and a blue. And we're going to turn and face back. Let's have our knees right up against the shoulder blocks so we can do hinge back. We did chest expansion in some earlier versions of this video. Now let's pull in. We've got a red and a blue spring. We're going to hold on to our tape. Keep the weight on the tops of our feet and just rise up. Let's find a straight line from head to knee. And on the exhale, we're going to pull our arms straight back and hold. Now lean back and stretch the thighs. Lift the arms up slightly to rise back up by squeezing the glutes. Arms come forward. Let's do it again. Pull the arms back so they're level with the thighs. Lean back and stretch the thighs. Lift the arms up and return. We're going to let our head tilt back this time on it when we rise up. So arms pull back, lean back and find that thigh stretch. Then head tilts back, chest lifts up, lift the arms to return. Arms pull, lean back, stretch the legs, squeeze the booty, tilt the head back, lift the chest up, lift the arms up and return. Let's do 2 more times. This is a thigh stretch we have to work so hard for. So lean back, tilt the head back, lift the chest up. We're lifting the chest up when we tilt our head back so that we don't have too much cranking the head back or compression in the back of the neck. So lean back, stretch those thighs, lift the head, look back, lift the chest up, and return. And we've done it. We've stretched our thighs. Let's move on to an elephant. We're going to take our hands onto the rails, pull the abs in, and just rise up. So we're in our elephant position with our feet down on the carriage. Let's just do a walking motion, 1 heel down, 1 heel up. We're just doing a stretch and a transition. Later, we're going to do this in another version, but right now we're just having a transition before we get to the next exercise. Our shoulders are down, neck is long, abs are in. 1 more time, and come right down onto the knees. We're going to tendon stretch now, so we're going to sit on our foot bar. For tendon stretch, let's start with some preparatory movements. Our heels are hanging off the edge. Our hands are wrapped around the bar, our fingers are wrapped around the bar. We've got our thumbs with our fingers. We're going to rise up and let our heels drop down. Hold here and look towards the knees. You should be able to take your hands off the bar and still balance. So we're going to touch the booty down to the bar, lift the booty up, and we're going to do that 2 more times. So we're just finding our weight distribution and how we need to maneuver so that we can keep our balance as we're lifted up into this pike position. And now let's stay here. Hold on tight to the bar, round the spine, look towards the thighs, let the head drop down. We're going to press the carriage out by pushing weight down into the heels and then maintain the round shape of the spine to control back up. Go fairly slowly here so you're in control of the carriage. Press out, reach down, or press down through the heels, and then drop the head and shoulders down to lift up. Press down through the heels, drop the shoulders and head to lift up. Pressing out and returning in. Let's do 2 more of this variation, out and in, finding that C curve head to tail, and wide chest, wide shoulders. Now sit down for a moment. We're going to do that 1 more time, single leg, or just repeat double leg. If you want to do single leg, rise up And then take the right hand and place it between the legs, grasp onto the bar, so you can bring your right leg out to the side. Here is the start position, right leg lifted. We're gonna press out and return 4 times. 1. Every time you come in, lift your right leg up a little higher towards the ceiling. 2, and 3, and 4. Let's switch it. Place that foot down, sit down for a brief moment, then rise up. Left hand between the legs, grasp onto the bar, left leg out to the side, find your balance, and then press it out, and in. 1, and 2. Lift that leg high to the ceiling. Each time you come in, 3, one more time, and 4. Place a foot down, sit down. We did that, that's hard. Let's go back to our second elephant. This time we're gonna add Arabesque and Mountain Climber. Why not? It feels good. So rise up to elephant. Let's have our feet together. Take the right leg and lift it up and find an Arabesque stretch position. Ooh, feels so good. Lift, lift, lift. Now, shift the shoulders forward over the hands, bend the right leg into the chest, find that Mountain Climber, and then back to Arabesque. That's 1. Let's do it again, and 2. Good, and 3. So knee to chest and Arabesque. Just 2 more. Knee to chest, keep the hips square. 1 more time, knee to chest, and then lift to Arabesque stretch. You can do rotated hips, squared hips, whatever you like. Let's switch to the other side. Right foot down, left leg up. Find that Arabesque position and stretch. Shift the shoulders forward, knee to chest, and Arabesque. That's 1, and 2. Every time you pull your leg into your chest, pull your abs in a little tighter. 3, reach down through the heel. 4, press down into the hands to have support in the shoulders. And 5, and up. Place that foot down, and lower down. Now we're gonna go into jackknife. So we're still gonna keep our red and the blue on. We're still gonna keep our high bar. The only thing we have to do is grab onto our straps and lie back. Lying back on the carriage, reach the arms straight up to the ceiling, pull into the tension slightly. Let's hold on to our long loops. Let's reach our legs straight up to the ceiling. Here is our start position for our jackknife. So let's start with 3 times traditional jackknife. Press the arms straight down to the carriage. Then lift the hips up overhead so that legs are parallel to the floor. Lift the legs up so your toes are in line with your nose. Lower the legs down so they're parallel to the floor. And then roll straight down the spine so your legs are back at 90. And lift the arms up. Let's do it again. Arms press down. Lift the legs to parallel to the floor. Legs up, toes in line with nose, legs down parallel, roll straight down the spine, and arms lift up. Exhale, press down, inhale, roll over. Exhale, lift the legs, inhale, lower down, and return. Now we're gonna add one more thing to this. So we're gonna press the arms down and lift the legs up so that they're parallel to the floor. Lift the legs up, toes in line with nose. Now keep the legs lifted high and roll down through the spine. Press with the arms. Stay laid out as much as you can. All the way down to start. Let's do it again. Arms lift up. Arms press down to the carriage. Abs in to lift legs up to parallel. Legs lift, toes in line with nose, and then keep the legs lifted towards the ceiling to roll down the spine. Really working the core. One more time. Arms up. Press the arms down. Legs to parallel, lift up, and then rolling down through the spine, legs lifted. Fold those legs in, bring the arms up, and drop the loops down or hang them up. Separate the legs hip distance, tilt the chin down, hold onto the thighs, and just roll up. Now, we're gonna do a variation on our jackknife, but we only need 1 spring to do it. So take the blue spring off, so you just have 1 red spring on. Also, we're gonna take our bar down to a low bar position. So let's just move it on down to low bar. So we've got 1 red spring, we've got low bar, so we're ready for the next flow. So this next series I think is really fun, and I hope you like it. We just need the left strap, and we're gonna take the left foot into the long loop. Now we're gonna do a jackknife variation. So extend both legs up and squeeze them together, but only left foot is in the loop. Arms are by the side. Pull the abs in and then just peel your spine up so you're lifted into your jackknife position. We've got our right foot free. We're gonna lower the right leg down and lift it back up. We've got pressure with the left leg pressing into the strap, and that's helping us hold our balance as we lower the right leg and lift the right leg. Lower it down, lift it up. Press with the arms, keep the hips square. Let's do 4 more. Lower lift. And 3. And 2. Keep that pressure in the strap. And 1. Now squeeze the legs together and roll straight down the spine. Let's find a V-foot position, heels together, toes apart. So we're ready for frog. Lift the head and shoulders up to upper ab curl. Let's turn our palms to face up and press out and in frog. 1 and 2. Let's do 8 of these. And 3. Keep the hips square. And 4. We're being pulled off center by our single loop. 5. So really work the abs. Keep the back of the hips weighted into the carriage. 2 more. And last one, press out. Drop the head down and lift the leg straight up to the ceiling. Now our right leg, our free leg, let's lower it down. It might even tap the bar, that's fine. Now we're gonna do scissors for 8. So lift the right leg up, press the left leg down. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Reach the legs away from a stable core. 5 and 6. Keep the neck relaxed. 7 and the abs in. And 8. Let's fold this leg in and we're gonna switch. We're doing the same set on the other side. So let's take our right strap, put it around our right foot, extend our legs straight up to the ceiling, squeeze them together. We're gonna get ready for our jackknife position. So roll up, find that jackknife, press some weight into the right foot, left leg's gonna drop down and lift up. Down and lift up. When you bring your leg up, you can either go slightly past your right leg or you can squeeze your legs together, whatever allows you to be more stable. Let's do 4 more. And 4. Reach the toes to the ceiling. And 3. Keep the weight in the back of the shoulders, not in the neck. 2 and 1. Roll straight down the spine. Let's do heels together, toes apart, ready for frog. Roll up to upper ab curl. Turn the palms to face up and press out and in. That's 1 and 2. We're gonna pick up the pace. And 3. We're working on stability and precision. 4. Keep the heels connected together. 5 and 6. Roll up high. 2 more. And 7. Last one. And 8. Drop the head down. Reach the legs up. Let's take our left leg, our free leg, and drop it down towards the foot bar. We're ready for our scissors. Let's switch our legs for 1 and 2, 3. Keep reaching long through both feet. 4. Drive through the back of the leg. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Bend the legs in. Let's unhook that right foot. Hold on to the back of the thighs and roll up. Now we're gonna do snake. In our 2 preparatory videos for this, we did lots of different types of planks and movements that will get us ready for this move. So we've got our 1 red spring on, we've got our low bar, and we're gonna start by placing our hands down. You could place hand on the top of the headrest or on the corner of the carriage, and then also on the other corner of the carriage. We're gonna rise up now. Our leg that's closest to the foot bar, place that on the corner. Lift up and cross the free leg in front, cross it at the ankle and squeeze the legs tight together and reach the tailbone to the ceiling. Let's roll from the tailbone. Roll like a snake, 1 vertebra at a time, all the way down until the chest is lifted, spine is extended. Tilt the chin down and reverse that snake and lift the tailbone to touch the ceiling. Let's do it again. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the booty, pull the abs in, roll through, then tilt the chin down, look towards the belly button and roll back up. Let's do 1 more. Rolling through, all the way through to our extended position. Tilt the chin down, roll like a snake, 1 vertebra at a time and hold. We are adding rotation. Let's roll out to our snake. Now we're gonna drop the hip down, look over the shoulder and stretch. Ooh, that feels good. Let's come back to our square position, tilt the chin down and roll back up, tailbone to the ceiling. And again, roll through the spine, press the legs together, squeeze the booty. Find that full snake, drop the hip down, look over the shoulder and stretch. Square the hips out, tilt the chin down and roll all the way back up. Okay, that was our snake, our rotated snake. Let's do it again. We're gonna face the other direction. So let's start and place our hands, same as before. I like the corner of both corners of the carriage. taking my foot closest to the foot bar, up onto the corner of the foot bar, then rising up, and inside ankle crosses over. Squeeze the legs together, tuck the tailbone under, and roll through, one vertebra at a time, all the way to snake. Tilt the chin down, pull the abs in, roll back up, and reach the tailbone to the ceiling. Let's do it again. Roll through the spine, really squeeze that booty, pull the abs in, and then tilt the chin down and roll one vertebra at a time. Touch the ceiling. One more time. Roll through, all the way through the snake. Tilt the chin down. Articulate one vertebra at a time. Let's do it again. We're gonna roll out, and this time we're gonna drop our hip down, look over the shoulder, feel that side stretch. Then look back forwards to square position. Drop the head down and roll back up. Let's do it one more time. Press the legs together, squeeze the booty, roll out to the snake, and stop. Drop the hip down, look over the shoulder, breathe, square it out, look down, look towards the belly button, and roll back up. Let's step off the machine. Whew. Snake is always a full body exercise, very hard. Let's move on. So we can keep our low bar, but we do need our box. So let's put the box on in the long box position. And we are going to do some arm work and some teasers. We did our teaser preps in the beginning and intermediate version of this. So we'll do our full teaser, but first we'll do our arms. So we have our one red spring on. That's fine for this flow. We're gonna lie face down on the box. And let's figure out where we are on this box. So we want our head to be able to touch or almost touch the headrest. That's how we know if we're far enough forward on the box. And then let's grasp on to the tape on our ropes. We're gonna pull our abs in, ground the hips into the box, and squeeze the booty and tighten the legs. Round the upper body forward. On our exhale, pull our straight arms back as we lift the chest up, and then lower back down to our start position. So that's 1 and 2. Let's do it. And 3. So round, and then reach the chest forward to lift up. Make sure you're squeezing that booty so that the low back stays stable as you pull arms back. Next time we pull our arms back, let's stay here, hold the arms there, bend the elbows, and straighten. And bend to 90, and straighten. We're in our rocket position here, reaching through our feet, reaching the chest in opposition, lengthening the body, bend, and straighten. One more time, bend, and straighten, hold the arms straight. Let's do a T arm out to the side, and then lat pull. 1, and 2, keep reaching long through the toes. 3, pull the abs in. 4, one more time, and 5, and lower down. Now we're gonna repeat that set, and we're gonna do one of each exercise 5 times in a row. So it'll go like this. We're gonna start round the spine forward, and pull up, and reach the chest forward and hold. Now do 1 time, bend and straighten, then 1 time lat pull, open and close. Reach the arms straight down, lower the head down, and let's do it again. Arms pull back, lift the chest up, bend the arms, straighten the arms, open to T, pull back to the sides, and then lower back down. Let's do it again. Pull the arms back, reach the chest forward, bend, straighten, do the T arm, pull to the side, and then lower back down. 2 more sets. Lift up, bend, straighten, and T, pull back, and lower down. Keep shoulders grounded down the back. 1 more time. Lifting up, bend, straighten, T to the sides, and lower back down. Release those loops and step off to the side. And we're gonna do our teaser series now. So for our teaser series, let's still use our red spring. We're still gonna use our long loops. And let's turn so that we're facing the foot bar and we're all the way at the end of the box. So we've got plenty of room behind us to roll back so we can do our teaser series. We're gonna start with a bent leg teaser just so we can get into the rhythm of this movement. So lean back slightly, tuck the tailbone under, bring the legs up into bent leg teaser, and reach the arms up. Hold here for a moment, rounding the spine. Then roll straight down the spine. Keep legs bent. Keep the head up as arms come out to the T. Sweep the arms forward and roll back up. Let's straighten our legs out. So we're going to the full expression of this movement. Starting here with our straight leg teaser, roll back partway and stop. So we're just in our hundreds position. Then roll all the way back. Bring the arms out to the side and let the head back. Just let it go. Big stretch here. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep the arms forward, then tilt the chin down. Stop in the hundreds position for a moment, and then rise up to full teaser. Let's do the arms down and arms up. 2 more times. Arms down and lifting up to the height of the eyes. 1 more time. Down and up. Holding here, we're rolling straight down the spine, part way down till we get to our hundreds position and hold. Then all the way back, let the head drop back. Ooh, feels good. Inhale here, reach the arms out to the sides, roll up back to the hundreds position for a moment, and then all the way up. Let's do our legs down and up. 2 more times. Down and up. 1 more time. Down and up. Roll straight down the spine. Find that 100 position. And then roll all the way back. Ooh, big stretch. 1 more time. Sweep the arms forward, tilt the chin down, roll up to 100 position, set it up, then all the way up to our straight leg teaser. Let's hold it for a 5 and 4. Reach it long. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the arms in, bring the carriage in, and we did it. Let's take our box and turn it to our short box position so we can do some great stretches. So we're turning it, we've got it up against the shoulder blocks or over the shoulder blocks, if you prefer that. We're gonna take our right foot and put it under the strap. Really make sure your foot is hooked in there because we're gonna roll all the way back, so you wanna be firmly in place. Square out your hips, roll back slightly, take both hands behind the left knee. Let's do our tree, straightening the leg, bending the leg. 1 and 2 and 3. Next time we straighten the leg up, straighten it up, walk the hands up, give it a pull, give it a stretch. And now we're gonna walk the hands down the leg and roll back. You could stop here, that's what we did in our intermediate video, or you can roll all the way back, just let it go. Reach the arms back overhead, big stretch. To come up from this, reach the arms forward first, tilt the chin down second, hold onto the leg and roll up, walking hand up the leg. Let's put our hands down at the knee for 1 more set of bend and straighten. So bend and straighten. 1 and 2. Look down, make sure your hips are square. And 3. Let's walk the hands up, pull in and stretch. And now we're gonna walk the hands down and either stop partway down or go all the way back. Big reach and stretch. Reach the arms forward. This time roll halfway up. Now take the left hand onto the left ankle and move that left leg out to the side and grasp on with your right hand to the box or to the strap and hold and stretch. So we've got this big stretch, big hip stretch. Bring the leg straight back up, hold on and use it to roll back up. Okay, we're gonna switch. So let's take left foot under the strap, hook it in really well. Look down, make sure your hips are square, bend that right leg in, lean back, tuck the tailbone under, and 1, and 2, and 3. Straighten the leg up, walk up, give it a pull, give it a stretch, and then start walking down the leg, roll straight down the spine, either stop here halfway or go all the way back, reach and stretch, big breath in, arms reach forward, tilt the chin down, roll up, walk up the leg, and take hands to the knee for 1 more set of bend and straighten. So 1 and 2, lift the chest up and straighten that leg, and 3. Let's walk our hands up the leg, hold and stretch, and then start walking the hand down the leg, roll down the spine, stop halfway or go all the way, reach and stretch. Then arms reach forward, tilt the chin down, roll halfway up, right hand on right ankle, left hand onto the box strap or the side of the box, right leg out to the side, hold and stretch. Big stretch. Love the reformer for big stretches. Bring that leg straight up to the ceiling, square out the hips, and walk it up. All right, we're gonna finish with some roll downs. We started this workout with roll downs. We're gonna finish this workout with roll downs, make them a little bit bigger because we're all warmed up now. So let's start, both feet hooked under, firmly hooked under. Reach your arms out parallel. tuck the tailbone under and roll back. So in the beginning of the workout, we stopped here. We reached the arms up to frame the face, lift up and dive forward. You could stick with that, or you can roll fully back. So tuck the tailbone under, roll back, try to imprint your low back on the box. If you're ready for it, reach all the way back overhead. Inhale, reach the arms forward, exhale, tilt the chin down and roll up. Arms frame the face and we dive forward. So we're still doing that part. Roll up, stack the spine up, tuck the tailbone under to roll back. Imprint that low back onto the box as you roll all the way back if you're choosing that variation. Reach long and stretch. Arms reach forward, tilt the chin down and roll up. Arms reach up, lengthen the spine, support with the abs, so stretch forward. Let's do one more of these. So we're gonna stack up to neutral, tuck the tailbone under to roll back. With control, abs in super tight. Reach back and stretch. Then arms reach forward, tilt the chin down, roll up, and let's do one final stretch forward, lengthening the spine, and then roll all the way up to our start position. Thanks for joining me for that advanced level workout. If you did the beginning and intermediate and then advanced to this level, thank you for joining me for all three. I hope that it worked for you and that it helped you progress through the moves so that you felt confident trying new challenges. Come back to this workout and again so you can really fine-tune the moves and make them feel fluid and make them feel like they're your own. See you next time. Bye.